Dire team ban.
Check the Skype, see he got say anything or not.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Okay.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Click the speaker.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Vengeful spirit.
Dire team pick.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 1 of our Best of 5 Grand Finals here in Southeast Asia for the International 6 qualifiers. The winning team will secure a direct berth into the main event. The losing team will go as the wildcard squad. Already, there's one Filipino team in the main event. Will it be two, or will Fnatic play the role of the spoiler, and as the favorites coming in, earn their slot? Many thought they deserved a direct invite. They did not get one. They had to do it the hard way. I'm LD, and I believe I am joined here by the one and only Winter.
You're a
Or
liar.
maybe not.
You're a liar. You're not in Southeast Asia.
Pick up. Unmute yourself.
Fnatic's turn to
Unmute
pick.
yourself. Nubla.
You should be able to hear me.
Wear fancy tux. Don't know how to unmute mic. Ellie giggle. Must be Winter. So bad.
10 seconds remaining.
Anyway,
Tell
hopefully
him to
Winter will
unmute
be
me.
here relatively soon, guys. But in the meantime, you're stuck with me
5 seconds remaining.
and the solo cast. So we'll try and get this sorted out. But okay,
Reserve
Vengeful
time.
Spirit, first overall pick from Fnatic. They are Radiant side. Not sure who won the coin toss actually. Let me see if I can double check
me
that
now.
real fast for you all. XctN got choice. So I guess they won the toss. They chose Dire, and Fnatic got first pick. Okay, interesting to note. So
Did you
with
hear
that,
me?
we are underway. So the reply is a Tidehunter Earth Spirit. So once again, Tim's will get a hero that he had a lot of success with in game 1 of. Actually, I think he played in all 3 games of the last series, or was it? I think it was 2 actually. He played the IO in one of the games, but
Reserve time.
definitely a comfort pick for him. Fnatic reply with something that's been very popular as of late, which is the Juggernaut. Hero that can be safe lane, but also can be that mid that is basically ungankable to the likes of an Earth Spirit. So apparently, Winter is saying the Skype that he's using has an issue there.
Can you
We're
hear
going to
me?
try and fix it as soon as possible.
He
But
can't hear me.
in the meantime, it'll be a solo cast.
That type to him what's going. Skype here is working and maybe it's on his end that he can't hear me.
10 seconds remaining.
So phase 2, now beginning. Alchemist gets banned out. Beastmaster
5
removed as
seconds
well.
remaining. Fnatic's
I
turn
don't
to
think it's
ban.
me, Winter. I can double check. Audio settings. Oh, you know what? I might have the wrong... it is my end. I apologize, Winter.
You're dumb, you know?
Dude,
10
I haven't used the
seconds
Skype setup here, dude.
Dumb. Like, you're a liar. You're not even in Southeast Asia and you're casting in Southeast Asia game.
How does that make me a liar? I never said I was in Southeast Asia.
You say
That's not
welcome.
lying.
You said welcome to the Southeast Asia game. So,
It is a
presumably-
Southeast Asian game. Are you, what region should it be? Is it a Chinese game? Is it an NA game?
Dire team pick.
Dude,
You're terrible.
you're terrible. Alright, well, with that, Winter, I've stuck with you. Gods has gone to rest and relax, so you're all I have. So we'll have to make it
10
work,
seconds.
okay? Let's try our best.
Fnatic's
we do that?
Turn to
Yeah,
pick.
sure. I told him that you were a better house guest than him.
Why? Because I didn't stay there?
maybe next time.
All right, so here we go. Best of 5 underway. Draft is progressing, Winter.
Dire team
Before we talk about the draft, very quickly, what are your thoughts on the matchup, and how much do you think Fnatic is favored in the series?
I'm biased.
Fnatic
7-3.
turn to pick.
Like 70-30, you think?
Yeah, 70-30. Maybe
Okay.
more. 70-30
Yeah.
seems fair since they lost to XctN the last time. So, I mean, they were careless. They got caught by the meepo, which they're not. I don't think it will ever happen again.
10 seconds.
And that was a BO1,
remaining.
right? So you don't get to adjust, but yeah, you can already see Fnatic Phase 2
5
banning it out.
seconds
If they let the meepo through, it's going to be because they have some heroes that can really shut them down.
Yeah, by the way, Juggernaut has been really
Reserve
popular
time.
in C. I don't see the hero getting picked as much in the other regions. And I'm not a fan of the Vanguard Juggernaut, just so you know. I told this to Parker as well, so I want to make sure you know.
We've seen him a decent amount in Europe. He's like never picked in China. It's pretty rare in America as well, at least the games that I saw. But yeah, obviously versus our Spirit, Juggernaut's a very popular pick, as you can run a mid, and he's pretty much ungankable. Though with the Invoker pick, I guess it'll be the mid one Invoker, the Ohio Bat Rider, the Mushi Jug. Ohio Bat. It's a scary beast, and they don't have a great counter once he gets
Yeah.
to BKB.
They can't pick like Oracle anymore, and they have DP. That would be like the dream, having Oracle and DP as your combination. Because usually when you pick DP or Terrorblade, you want to have a defensive support. Dazzle, Venge, Oracle. Those three are the best defensive supports there is. And obviously Shadow Demon.
So, Execration moving into their last ban. They'll want to remove a support here. They choose to make it the Caw.
Fanatics turn to
Perhaps
ban.
planning on a heavy push strat here. I guess they want to have the 5-man advantage, it looks like.
Yeah. If you notice, all the games in the C region today is tight DP, or a lot of them. Tight plus DP, you just push, you 5-man. Your team fight is, in most cases, superior. If you caught the earlier series where Fnatic played against WG, against that sort of lineup, Fnatic chose to have a lot of split push because you can never fight into the DP plus tight lineup. It's very, very difficult.
Fnatic now go Enigma, DJ Special. Last pick. Execration are going to be very sad once the BKB comes out.
Yeah, and they don't have a hero right now to stun BKB to cancel the Black Hole.
And they already banned Beastmaster, so they're really limited on the options here, and they need a safe lane carry. What are you thinking?
No time to think, only time to talk about Ember Spirit. They have like a dual core setup. Ember's pretty good at like dealing with split push because usually when you're up against a 5-man lineup where you can't really fight against, there's so much team fight in the first 4 heroes of Execration, the enemy tends to go for split push to disallow you to 5-man and push down towers. So Ember is a great hero at dealing with the split push, and then you can always join your team at the same time.
So you like the pick this game?
Yeah,
I guess they have some ways to deal with it. Like the swap into Hex late game, the Blink Black Hole. The Lasso does have there's a slight chance to jump away to the Remnant, but not the easiest Ember game.
10 seconds.
Not the easiest Ember game, but I think it fits the type of game they want to play. And Fnatic has been doing a lot of split pushing today, like in all the games today. So you need a hero that is able to defend the lanes, push out of the lanes so that you can get your DP plus Tide Hunter to the enemy towers to push down their base. To find that tempo for your team. Otherwise, you're just going to be moved around because Invokers plus Juggernaut, it's very easy to split push with those heroes. And they have the Midnight Pulse to defend the lane, Bat Rider will be hiding somewhere, to catch you out. So they need a hero like Ember to deal with that.
All right, and with that, we're underway. Game 1 of this best of 5 showdown. Fnatic taking on Execration. Ohio will be smoked up. It seems like literally every game now, everyone's copying what Chuan started back in Manila. The TP smoke.
Both teams are
Copying
smoked,
deep
by the way.
wards.
Teams
Yeah.
is also smoked.
They're just it's so cheap now. The TP smoke, it only costs you 100 gold total for both. Why not?
Oh, I'm surprised you actually know that, yeah? I thought you never played support.
Dude, come on now. I'm pro caster.
You're the guy yelling for wards on your lanes every time. You're not the guy who buys them.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I have to know how much they cost so that I can yell at them when they don't buy them and I see they have gold.
All
If
right.
you yell at them and they don't have gold, then you just look like a dumbass.
A fair point, fair point. I'll let you go.
You have to be tactical about your flaming, Winter. Come on now.
I'm not gonna flame the off lane of XctN since he has an Iron Talent.
He always gets an Iron Talent. RR was born with an Iron Talent in his mouth. And he's never stopped buying it. This guy loves it.
You have to embrace it, you know.
It works for Moon Meander, you know, why not do it? It's RR.
I think you only go to the lane if you feel like the lane, you can actually farm and get experience and not die in the lane. If you look at what Fnatic has, Bench and Juggernaut, it's very difficult for the type to go to the lane. So it's a good choice here to just go straight into the jungle, and you can always leave the off lane for the Earth Spirit, since he's the one that can run away from that with the rolling boulder. The D-Ward.
Oh, Chemo.
Oh my god.
Doing his homework here. Yeah,
and
that is purely either replay analysis or just guesswork.
Oh, Ohio!
Let's get caught out here by the kinetic field. The chain's deployed as well. He's dropping very low to this level of damage. He's going to work his way through the trees, but Nando continues chase. He's going to have chain soon. Ohio, can he get out of range? The boots advantage. He might just barely get one. Look at the range on those chains. The kinetic field second time. Not going to come, but the Firefly wears off. They cage the Fire Beast. They will bring him down. A great start here up in the top lane. XctN off to the races.
And very well played by Nando there, knowing that he's able to get that kill, continuously chasing the Bat Rider down, and the Firefly there destroying the trees, working against Ohio.
Yeah, that was an extremely unexpected kill. You don't normally think of Ember as much of a threat at level 1 when he doesn't even have Flame Guard. But a great pick off there to start things. So looking at the overall lane setup, Winter, we're going to see an Iron Talent, Tidehunter, a free farming AFK jungle Enigma. Bottom lane completely abandoned, so Mushi will free farm. Ohio is contesting. Despite the death, he still hits level 2 rather quickly. Looks like he wants to begin stacking the jungle. Whose lane setup do you like better here so far?
I don't think you can argue with Enigma jungling, one of the fastest junglers.
By the way, the people are saying they cannot hear you in game. Not sure if there's anything you could do about that. I don't know. Have you been broadcasting on your own, or?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to.
You joined the slot, right?
Did join the slot. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's only one guy so far.
I'm at the Astro setup here, so I'm not sure.
You know, maybe it was before you started talking. I'm not sure. But you see the little speaker bubble in the bottom right?
Yeah, mine is fine.
Okay. Guys, if you can't hear Winter, maybe try reconnecting to Dota TV. It's possible. It's just a bug. And if we can't fix it for game 1, we'll get it sorted out for future games. But do apologize for anyone who can't hear him in game. Anyway, so overall, laning setup-wise, you were saying?
You were asking me which one do I prefer. I said that I would prefer the one with Enigma, because Enigma jungles faster than the Tide. So if you look at the trade-off, Enigma is going to definitely give his team much more compared to the Tide.
And the Juggernaut pulling a bit ahead here of the Ember just through the contesting of Ohio. Though as I say that, Nando is going to move in, and is going to back off. He's looking for the roam here, though.
He's doing a very good job despite giving up first blood on the battle. Almost level 3 here.
And mid one, I think he's trying to bait this. He saw this rotation. It was pinged out. He's hugging the tower, but DJ's in the neighborhood. Yeah, they were hoping he would roll, and then they would just cold snap, Sunstrike, Malefice, and kill him off. But XctN sense something is not right, and they won't go for that dive.
Yeah, this lane is very scary. That portal plus Earth Spirit, it's very easy that they can actually set up and get a kill. Spirit Siphon plus Rolling Boulder.
It feels like they need to be getting at least one kill, ideally, in that mid lane, because they're going to fall behind in the jungle. Also, Bat Rider preparing his stacks. Those aren't being contested. And when it comes to farm otherwise, XctN a bit ahead, but we know that's going to change once the Bat clears his stacks and once the Enigma starts pushing towers.
Yeah, in the first tempo from the Enigma, so like the first black hole, it's more likely that Enigma can actually move around to get a kill, because Tidehunter will have Anchor Smash plus Kraken and no Gush. If he wants to get Ravage at level 6, it's much difficult for the Tidehunter to get a gang going compared to Enigma.
So how much faster is Iron Talon jungling on Enigma versus just straight Soul Rain Rush, by the way?
I think you just get that, like it's definitely faster.
It's like core, you think always get it, or?
Yeah, you always get it. Even Darkseer jungling, you get Iron Talent, so, and Axe as well, so I don't think there's any exception to Enigma.
Gotcha. Alright.
You're not an Iron Thailand believer. I'm reporting
No, oh,
you.
dude, I love Iron Talon. I'm just not an Enigma player. That's for DJ to show us the way, and now he hits level 6 at 4.5 minutes. He may well smoke. That Dire Vision does see some Eidolons.
Yeah, he's going to make a move now. He has Black Hole level 6, so...
Who do you
like
want
I
to
said,
gank if you're a DJ, ideally?
You want to gank a lane most probably that you can get a tower, if that's the best case scenario. But otherwise, obviously the DP or the safe lane Ember is the best choice.
Oh, they smoke.
They might go for the Tide here and steal his stack, if they can make it on time.
And the wards are gone, Winter. They placed them so damn early that they're no longer here. So, Abed in the dark. They
They're
get
going for
some
the
high ground
DP.
vision. They're moving in. He's down a bit too far. Cold Snap to start it off. Wave of Terror coming through. A clean kill mid one. Just throwing some additional fire on the corpse.
This is perfect.
And now
They even ganked him in the Siege Creep wave, so they'll be able to do much more damage to the tower. They can even take the tower here if there's no response from Execration.
And they still have Black Hole, so they can go for another rotation soon.
This is the best case scenario with the smoke.
Yeah, Death Prophet only level 5 at this point. Tower down. Fnatic in cruise control here so far for game number 1. Now up to over 1,000 gold lead, and more importantly, a 1,500 experience advantage.
So they can actually move again soon. Like they didn't use the Black Hole, like you said, so they don't have to wait for another movement. Proceed to get another kill, get another tower.
Do you just go bottom and take the tier 1?
What level is Ember now? Ember's level 6, so maybe it's harder to kill this lane. So the off lane for Execration is more likely the easier choice here for the Enigma.
And now Ohio beginning to ramp up his economy. He thinks about farming up this big stack, 2 sticky napalms, and rising. So he will get caught up on the levels here. Only 4 for the time being. His RR is nearly level 6, but that'll equalize with this stack. And then we'll see the Juggernaut TP back in. Mushi ran home, gave the lane to 343. But now he returns, has hit level 7, has the Omni, has the point and healing ward, so...
And Abed moves
it really
to
is
the
a
top
heavy
lane.
push line up here.
Abed moves to the top lane with the DP. He has a skill point save up just in case he needs ultimate at level 6, so they should be able to pressure this tower right now. We'll see whether Fnatic responds to this.
Oh, they want RR. Blade Fury, and not gonna go for it. But it's an Exorcism committed. Ohio, no Firefly to slow this down as he just cleared the stack. Nando low, and the Glyph gets deployed. But if they can trade 1 for 1 and the Exorcism gets used, Fnatic will be very happy with this. RR just held the Ravage and has the raindrops, so unlikely to die here without a big commitment.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And the tower, top.
Oh, they want to defend that Ravage. They want to defend bottom.
But they stun. They instantly Black Hole coming in. Caught in that Black Hole is Tim. No siree, you ain't stopping me, says DJ. We'll get the kill there. And they'll get the tower as well. A little surprised they went for it like that, Winter, when Black Hole does not get dispelled by Kraken Shell. It's tough for a Tide to take that fight.
He waited a little too long to actually pop his Ravage. If he popped it earlier, he would have at least, stopped that Black Hole before it happened, and the TP would have completed by the Earth.
Meanwhile, Nando in quite far here. He goes all in on Ohio, but raindrops proving how completely broken they are yet again.
Another situation that shows you that you should always get raindrops if you have a slot.
You know, we've watched 2 Tiny IO games for Execration, and I think Tiny IO is almost not viable anymore because of that item. Like, you just can't burst heroes that have even decent HP.
Yeah, I saw those games as well. Like, raindrops just totally ruins the... Like, it's not only Tiny IO, like Zeus as well. Like, you don't see Zeus because of infused raindrops nowadays.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And it's a very cheap item is the nice thing as well. I mean, there's some things that we could do, like Gods was mentioning, at least in that matchup, just spamming the toss to try and break the raindrops, but it's still such a cheap item. If it delays their ability to kill you by a couple minutes, then it's already paid for itself.
I think maybe it should have like some sort of cooldown, like you can't keep buying it.
Yeah, kind of like the tome. I would like that as well. But we'll see. Maybe something that the Valve staff will take a look at after the qualifiers. I'm sure some things will get slightly tweaked. By the way, while we have a bit of a lull here, what are your thoughts on Terrorblade Winter? He's like a 70% win rate with almost like 50 games played. Do you think he's broken, or do you think
bottom
Team
lane.
Exalt respected it?
Mushi
Mushi
got
gets called
Ravage.
out, Static Storm, Ravage here as well. And see you later. Mushi gets mushy.
I think terribly there's a few reasons why he's like so strong. Like one of the reasons is the Dragon Lance. The change of Dragon Lance is really good on Terrorblade.
Fortified.
And obviously the buff, the small buff that he got Conjure Image. And obviously
Apparently
he's
whatever you did, Winter, sorry to interrupt you, made an echo in game. Did you change something on your end?
Radiant's
I don't know, I didn't touch anything.
So you didn't touch anything and an echo started. Maybe the production staff? Winter's echoing through Lysander's mic. Wait, Lysander's in this game?
Radiant's bottom tower.
What the hell?
Yeah, because he's doing the observing for the stream here.
Oh, okay. You know what? Just tell him to turn off the Dota TV audio if you can. Or Lysander, if you can hear me, just do that.
He already did it, he can hear you.
Okay, so I think it should be fixed. I guess we'll find out. Oh, you know what it is? It's I don't know. Winter's echoing through Lysander's mic. Guys, we'll try to fix it after this game. I do apologize. It's kind of hard to troubleshoot in the middle of a match. So it is a best of 5. Plenty more Dota to be played. But yeah, a big lead right now.
Fine. It was fine with Parker just now when I was casting in Parker. I'm not sure what happened.
Maybe it's me. The Dota doesn't like me.
I'm sure it's you. It's always your fault, you know.
That's always my fault. I'm used to getting bullied. It's nothing new. Such is life. I'm looking to make a go here, bottom. Chemo. I'm not sure how he expects to get this kill alone, but is there an Ember VOTs yet? Oh, he does have it. So they're actually thinking about it.
Mid lane, they're smoking towards mid lane.
Moving into position. They want to make a jump. Mid one, dropping the Sunstrike right on top of himself, and it is going to connect. Then the lasso following this up, locking out Oddbit. That's a much bigger kill. He will fall. Tim forced to run, and so too Chemo backing off. They swap him forward. They lock him down. They finish him off. It's another grab for Fnatic. 2 heroes down, including the DP, and they're doing this without Mushi, who's on the bottom lane, farming up his Battle Fury, aggressively pushing a tier 2. Fnatic just clear wins all over the map.
This is why I talk about doing the draft. When you have DP, you need a defensive support. Like, it's so easy for the enemy to focus you when you don't have a defensive support. They just take you out of the fight with a Bat Rider, and there's nothing you can do.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So with that, a
Dire's
tier
middle
2
tower
falls.
is under attack.
How the Execration get back in this game, Winter? What do they need to do? Because it's looking pretty damn bad right now.
Blink. They need a blink on Tide ASAP. This style of game, I don't think you get a mech on Tide. You need a blink, because there's no one else that can actually save the DP. Once the Bat Rider blinks and lassos the DP, only the Tide can actually save him.
So if he wants to blink, he is quite close. Doesn't seem like he's going mech. So I guess correctly identifying that they need that extra initiation.
More like counter initiation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. The DP is very swishy though right now. Net worth looking pretty bleak.
You know why the DP is actually so poor this game? Because that move, remember the first smoke gang from the Enigma and Bench, was actually so perfectly timed it destroyed his laning phase. Because he can't go back to the lane anymore because the tower went down.
So Battle Fury well underway now with that kill bottom as Chemo gets executed. And they might lose more heroes here, sticking around. Nando in the bottom lane. Healing Ward gets dropped. They want to make a move on Mushi, but he does have the Blade Fury available. Gets a crit. Brings Nando low. One stun and he's dead. He's got to be careful. Mushi, though, chooses to Blade Fury TP, so they can chase the Vengeance instead. 3-4-3 on the run. Tims doesn't have the vision, but he's about to walk near a ward, and I think Tims is saying, guys, I'm going to see him soon. We can chase this. But not agreeing with him. Nando decides to farm.
And Bat Rider here finds a double stack on the jungle. Tide Hunter comes over like, oh my god, my stack is gone.
Sad, sad Tide.
Not the biggest deal, but overall right now in team fights, they need to be able to the blink before they start to find anything. Because Execration without the blink it's just way too difficult for them to fight. Because DP is super vulnerable, and he's just way too easy to kill with the Bench or the Bat Rider swapping or lassoing him. By the way.
Yeah, and as for Fnatic, they've had a really nice start, Winter. They've been split pushing, fighting the pickoffs. Is there a point where you want to see them group, or is this just the way they should play out the whole game? Just trying to outfarm Execration and really spread the map as much as possible?
They don't have to group if they don't need to. what they're doing right now is perfectly fine. Farming the whole map and just trying to find pickoffs with either the Enigma, the Bat, or even the bench. Like, any one of those heroes can help find a pickoff.
Alright. Well, so they certainly have the map control for now.
So they have the blink on the Tide completed. We'll see whether they start to
good
up.
static storm bottom. Finds out Mushi. They want to bring this jug down, and oh boy, they will. It seems like Chemo is really the one making the plays right now and keeping Secretion in this game. Mushi just feeling invulnerable with Blade Fury, but a well-placed static storm. You won't be able to cast it. Oh, RR. That's a manly Tide Hunter. And they say, I don't think so, Bubba. They're going to pull him right back in with the last one to the black hole. Tide Hunter deleted. Tower now to be claimed, and they look for Chemo too. Driving deep onto him. Riding that Raptor down. He also will fall. Makes it a 2-for-1 around the map. It just feels like the Enigma hard counters the Tide the way Fnatic is playing it.
Yeah, both teams making the same move, camping the enemy safe lane mid lane. Fnatic's going to try to hold a defense, and Nando is not going to be able to siege and claim the tower for his team.
It's just, I just, whenever I see a Death Prophet this far down the net worth chart, this early in the game, I question how the team's going to come back. Like, sure, you've got a farmed Ember, but they have the tools to burst him late game. They can control him with swap Hex quite easily. And he still doesn't even have the Battle Fury. I mean, he's farming well, but it's not like he's so far ahead that he could just take over on his own. And DP just feels like food when it comes to the actual team fights.
Yeah, this is like not really entirely his fault. Like, I think it was just two reasons. Number one, the first smoke was just perfectly timed that they kill her and they kill the tower, so she can't return to his lane. That's why you see her rotating to top. Remember what happened? She went to top to take the tower because she can't do anything.
It's really clever because not many other heroes can actually go for that 4-minute smoke push and be as strong. But Enigma was already level 6 at that point, so...
Yeah, it's not only that, they timed it well. It was with the siege creep. They killed the DP on the siege creep wave.
Right, but other junglers won't be that fast. You know, they won't have the timing for it necessarily. Beastmaster is the one. Yeah. So well played. But normally you see that move more to the side lanes, if anything. So I think it caught XctN a bit off guard.
And it was way too early as well, so they weren't ready for it, and they don't have any defensive support to help the DP, so there's not much they can do. But the gang was just perfectly timed.
Well, speaking of ganks, XctN looking for one. A little healing Mort Scout. And Mushi gonna reveal them up the hill. Oh, what a nice play from the savvy veteran. Then he'll just calmly Blade Fury out of the glimpse. Completely wasting the smoke. Tower, though, is low. There's no glyph available. Fnatic will finally lose their bulwark control here in the middle lane. Still, gotta like that nice veteran play by Mushi. As I say that, he thinks about an Omni Slash, tries to do the math on RR, and then he manages to get out of the static storm. Chemo in trouble, maybe ridden down, finds the Juggernaut, just needs a little more damage, he gets it. Oh, BKB already? DJ, really? He's got it. He will survive through the Ravage. However, Mushi still goes down, and they don't get a whole lot else. Fnatic are immediately on the split push. They BOT'd into the bottom lane, Winter. They're looking to go high ground or force some TPs back. They do not want to give up that tier 2 mid. There's 3-4-3, trying to get in range for a swap to cancel a TP. Not gonna happen. I guess in the end that BKB didn't really do a whole lot. Not sure they would have killed DJ anyway.
He has a BKB?
Yeah, he is unbelievably farmed. He's almost there with the Invoker with a Midas. DJ God.
How is he actually so farm? Okay, he has 3 kills. Killed a tower
and 4
as well?
assists and towers.
Oh my god,
Pride
this is like
of the Philippines.
Fattest Enigma I've ever seen. 10 minutes.
And they have no counter for a BKB Black Hole. There's absolutely nothing they can do if he hits it.
Well, Aghanim's Earth Spirit, do you consider that the counter?
This up here, it ain't farming an eggs anytime soon, I don't think. He rushes it naked. Seems unlikely.
Yep, this is like the issue, like they can't utilize the DP ulti plus the Ravage properly. Because Fnatic is pushing them and splitting them up, like pushing all the other lanes.
So, Fnatic walk into the Roche pit. They still have their Black Hole available. They know the Ravage is on cooldown. Really no way XctN can possibly contest. And with that, Fnatic extend their gold lead. Was around 8,000, probably goes up to around 9k now.
Yeah, you look at Ohio's itemization, it tells you the story of how they want to play this game. Like, usually you don't go for that Boots of Travel that early.
You get the Force Staff, if anything.
Yeah, unless you are super confident about the grip in the game and you want to be able to split push a lot. And obviously with the BTs, it's easier for you to set up a gank.
So, do you think Fnatic will go for a high ground siege here? They've already gotten all the outer towers. I mean, you mentioned they want to spread the map, but they might. It feels like they might just be strong enough to force the issue with the mid one. Ag's about to come. Already the BKB Enigma. Level 2 swap is pretty close. They have the max healing ward. Like, they have all the tools, it feels.
Yeah, but there's no reason for them to rush anything. I think it's perfectly fine if they're farming.
Oh, they got Nando here. Just a bench stun though.
Yeah, there's nothing to rush for them. They can just keep controlling the map, you know, starve the enemy out because they have Bad Rider and they have like 2 BOTs. It's easy for them to set up a gank and move around the map.
So speaking of Ohio, the move on to the top lane. Invoker is there, and see you later, says Nando. Gets the hell out just in the nick of time. Has completed the Battle Fury now. So we see Mushi setting up shop on the bottom lane. Might go for a quick Omni Slash. He can catch Tims away from the creep wave. Can get him before the rolling boulder even kicks in, I believe.
It's waiting for Ohio to arrive.
But Tims ain't gonna fall for it.
You know, I'm thinking that maybe Shadowblade could be a good option next for the Bad Rider, so it's easier for him to catch the Ember, the pesky Ember. It's very difficult to blink lasso him in plain sight.
Uh-oh. Mushi, but I feel like we might see a lot of that this game. There is no counter for not only the BKB Black Hole, but the BKB TP, the Blade Fury TP. And these heroes will be essentially immortal unless they get bursted, which is going to require a lot more farm on the Ember.
Yeah.
So they can get away with aggressive split pushing, I guess, is the upshot.
Like every game today, they've been intentionally giving away the DP plus Tide, and they're just playing like this. They split up the map, they force you around, and you can't push with your DP Tide. It's just so infuriating to play against this.
Oh, mid one! You monster! Oh, that was ugly.
He did that from Fog.
He, from Fog, preemptively Sunstriked, a Deputy blasted. Just like that. Sad Ember.
Oh, that was really, really good play from him.
Like, he didn't even have any setup. He anticipated the Ember would continue running forward. Solo killed him. I mean, it looks simple, you know, I guess to the viewer, but having that level of confidence in your play and anticipating the opponent's movements, not always easy.
Yeah, and now Ohio has a gem, so this is going to put a lot more trouble into Execration side. Once they find out all the wards, this is just perfect textbook play. You speed up the map, you force the enemy around, you get a gem, you remove their wards, and you can make them play in the dark.
And now they're going to spread this map a bit. They see that Tide Hunter. Oh, they lasso him. It's going to be right into the black hole. If DJ can get in range in time. No, the Omni Slash secures the kill. They don't get to waste it. Glimpse too late. XctN are reeling. And they're in a lot of danger now with the siege coming from the mid lane. Invoker throws out Deputy Blast. He has the Aegis. He has isolated bits. 3-4-3's there. Ready to go. Not even sure they want to blow the swap. Defensively, I think more likely they want to go in, get a kill here on the Ember if possible, but he's already jumped back. Mushi calmly hacking away at the tower top. He does get silenced up. He can't use the Blipper. Static Storm committed as well. Can they bring him down? DJ's there to save the day. Who else could it be? It's the pride of the Philippines, bringing down one, looking for more. Can they finish the job? The ghosts are here though, and XctN up the line. They're gonna kill up the Enigma. They bring down Mushi as well. This team not out of it just yet, but it came at the cost of a tier 3 mid. Nearly, actually was 2 tier 3s in the end. It was a decent hold by XctN Winter, but that's a lot of structural damage for only 23 minutes.
Yeah, but they were not supposed to lose Mushi there. He could have just spin and not get glimpsed back.
So, Mushi? Oh, mid one got the courier. Nothing on it though.
That was either big misplay or he was greedy. He intentionally wanted to get sent back because there was a black hole there. And then he died to the Earth Spirit Ultimate, the Magnetize.
Oh.
At least they didn't lose the gem on the bat.
Yeah, that would have been very costly. Instead, Ohio now has a 4-staff. At some point, he gets a BKB, and then you're really in a pickle. Like, how do you protect this Death Prophet? Gonna have to stick Yule's timing when he jumps in.
They have very limited options right now, Execration. They have the Ravage, but they don't have the DP ulti now, so I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Trying to look for a fight without one of their big cooldowns, and their team composition relies on a lot of their cooldowns.
Yeah, the Ravage and the Exorcism, those are basically mandatory, but they're going to lead with the Ravage. They do find Ohio Static Storm committed. I almost feel like Fnatic see that and say, fine, you got our bat. As soon as he respawns, we're just coming straight down mid. We'll see if they choose to play with that level of aggression, but it is a long time without a teamfight ult. 2 minutes.
Oh, they got the gem though, so I think it's worth it.
Ah, that's a good point. Now the gem on the Tidehunter.
And they need so many more items on the DP and Ember. Like, this game has to draw out quite some time for them to be able to come back into the game. And they have to avoid getting picked by the Bat Rider throughout trying to get farm.
Uh-oh, Mando. No, but nobody in position. They may see him here. He's hanging out. He wants to go. Gonna clear up some Eidolons, but he walks right into a stun. And Omni, a Sunstrike deleted. Just like that, he's dead. That is a lack of respect.
But he didn't have a Remnant up? Oh dear, that was a big mistake.
I'm really surprised he played it so aggressively there. I don't think he had a Remnant. Monitor's a little far away. No, it's just a Stone Remnant mid.
This is the Earth Spirit Remnant.
Yeah. Why is it? It's red though. Shouldn't it be green?
Kissed by the flames.
Are they always red no matter what team you're on?
Yeah, they're always red, Gorman. How long haven't you played Dota?
You don't. They should be green, bro.
No, they're not.
He's Radiant. They should be green. Why should it be red?
Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
What is that reasoning?
I'm fucking with you, dude.
No, I can tell.
It's been a long couple of days, Winter. We haven't gotten a whole lot of sleep here. But yeah. Anyway, back on track.
Well, you were supposed to be on Southeast Asian schedule since you were here, like last week.
So unfortunately, I got back. I immediately got on American schedule to get ready, and then I've just now gotten on SEA schedule just in time for the final day.
You're complaining now about your job. I see.
I'm not complaining. I'm just making
Yes, you are.
excuses.
You're just whining.
I'm
You
not
call me a
whining, I'm
whiner.
just making excuses. There's a difference. We are blessed to witness this great Dota. We thank our Lord and Savior, Stare Ice Frog himself.
You know what? This game is so tough for exaggeration. It's just like so hard for them. They need to be able to like find a fight, get into late game, get a lot of items on, especially their DP, because DP is very far behind.
Yeah, I mean, she has the Octarine now. I guess they could slightly play around the cooldowns better, but it feels like a game where DP needs an incredible amount of farm to be able to live through the combo, because they don't have a way to stop the BKB last, so they don't have a way to stop the BKB black hole. She is eventually going to get caught by a blink from DJ, and she has to be able to live through that, which is feeling very unlikely with the amount of farm that Abed has. Currently sitting at only 11k, meanwhile a 19k mid one Invoker, just as a frame of reference for how big a carry can get in this particular match.
Once they get a BKB on the Invoker and a Bat Rider, I mean, the team fight is just going to be very easy. They BKB and they just initiate on whoever they want to kill, and they're just going to destroy the team fight.
So, Fnatic spreading the map here, shoving in top, pushing in bottom, biding their time, but meanwhile, in the river, Abed grabs an Invisor. Do they try to make a play? Roshan up in about a minute. The lanes are reasonably pushed out for execration, but as I say, that bottom lane, Illusion's driving it in, and they are going to go the Ravage there. DJ dodges in. Of course, he's too fast. Mushi dodges as well with the Blade Fury. And Execration are going to have a very difficult time contesting this next Rosh now. And now, just to make matters worse, another hero that can dodge the Ravage. A BKB up on the Invoker.
Oh, this Roshan should be Fnatic's Roshan, I guess.
This is like an auto Rosh now.
Yeah, it's gonna spawn. I don't see any way Execration can contest this without their Ravage.
Yeah, but Fnatic can take their time. They know it's up to a minute until respawn. They know very likely Execration won't try to take it without Rabbit. That would be super greedy. Just to be safe, they Sunstrike. Oh, it's right before he spawns. Don't think they're going to get the vision on it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, RR still moving in. He finds 343. He wants to engage, but mid one's already arrived. Not sure about this fight from XctN. They're really forcing the issue here. DJ, quick with the Greaves, tries to slow it down, and Nando in a bit of trouble. He's got to back off. Meanwhile, though, Mushi on his own. Seems to be the story of this game for Mushi. Many a time just been caught out, picked off. Well, there might not be a Ravage, but there's no Juggernaut either.
He got caught because there was a ward there. They saw him rotating in through the river. So it was an easy setup on the lone Juggernaut.
But they did have to blow an Exorcism. And I don't think they can take the Roshas. It's mostly down. They have to back away. So it still probably works out okay for Fnatic in the end.
But still, it's not ideal that your carry goes down. Like, he wasn't expecting them to have vision right there. I mean, this is the kind of game that you might want to get a BKB on a Juggernaut on top of his Blade Fury later into the game. There's so many ways of the opponent silencing you and stunning you. Too much control.
Oh, they're gonna move on the mid one. They scout him out, glimpse him back, but he's got the BKB. He's gonna turn this down. DJ arrives. He catches only RR. Oh, actually gets off that as well. So he gets to the DP, the crucial catch, and they'll bring him down. Very likely chasing for more. The Tidehunter will try to TP out, blinks away. He looks like he'll make it. Tornado coming through. Won't connect on anyone else. Ohio still has a lasso ready, and with that, DP has to buy back if she can. Unfortunately, doesn't have it. Only the Disruptor. So that's going to be a free Roche. Exorcism still down for 25 anyway. They can also defend this top lane, which is exactly what Ohio's going to do. TP's in there. They'll begin to work on the rock.
I mean, I wonder why they were trying to look for a fight when they don't have their Exorcism there again. Not sure though. They are very desperate to find any pickups they can find. Maybe too desperate.
Execration jumping in. They're a bit too late to the party though. Aegis already grabbed RR, has the Ravage, but Omni Flash doesn't care. Down he goes, a 3-4-3. Dives in deep, immediately looking for additional kills while Ohio streams to the mid lane. On to Nando, breaks the Lincoln, lassos him in. Great control here. On to Nando with the Sunstrike, but they can't quite get the kill in time. He is able to remnant out. Difficult window, but you gotta imagine once mid one gets a Hex, these will just be freebies.
I think they could have gotten the kill there if he swaps one of his teammates and get in range to the stun. He was the only one that has a disable there. But nevertheless, Exaggeration, yeah, without the Tide, it will be hard pressed to defend their mid-racks.
And doesn't have the buyback either. It felt like it was a pretty late attempt to go into the pit, though, to be honest, Execration already in a real hard way even before that engagement. Mushi decides to TP out, Exorcism committed. Elsewhere, Ember diving, but Tornado gonna remove his Flame Guard. Ohio thinks about a TP, decides to blink away. He is silenced currently. Has 1 second to go. Out he gets. Courier driving by, can deliver some wards for 3-4-3, may plant them on the way out, but the BOT is coming in. As it looks like Ember wants to cut Ohio off. He will match the chain him. Sleight of Fist him, brings him down. 3-4-3 also caged. Might kill Chemo though. Just needs the Sunstrike assistance. Goes splat. Ravage for 3-4-3.
What?
Only. That's not
I mean,
good.
50 seconds. They just need to wait 50 seconds and they're just gonna barrel down mid.
I am really surprised he ravaged that. I mean, he knew there wasn't anyone else there, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe he was trying to save his teammate, but his teammate was already dead. I don't know, man, that was bad.
And it's only a Disruptor anyway. Like, surely it's not worth blowing a Ravage just to save a Disruptor. Unless you know there's not going to be a fight for 2 minutes.
They're going to be in so much trouble once they all respawn. They're just going to run down any lane they want to get the Rex. There's double BKBs and every ultimate is up. Black Hole is going to be up in 10 seconds. And you won't have Ravage. Exorcism is going to be up soon, so that's the only big spell that they're going to have.
Mid one up to 5,800 gold. He can basically just buy a full scythe right now if he wants.
Of Terrain Core, you know, the caster's build. Terrain Core Aghanim's.
I mean, I guess to be fair, they have enough. If they want to use Black Hole, they can just kill anyone without it anyway, as long as they get the lasso off first. So maybe they don't need the lockdown. So move on to the racks regardless. Melee under siege. Mushi slashing away here. No Ravage for a full minute. And now they go for the Glyph stack, but at the same time, Abed gets pulled forward right into Nami Slash. I don't know that he makes it out of here. There's the Yule Scepter and roasted under the burning meatball of doom. Fnatic in control in game number 1 of this best of 5. They drop the healing ward, they go for more. Tim can't even kill it, he blinks in to try. It's too late. A buyback from the DP commits the exorcism, but mid 1 stands his ground. Just man loads up on this DP. I think he can actually solo kill him. Substrate coming through. DJ's there. He blinks. He BKBs. He doesn't even need the hole. Nando could well be next. He hangs on for the time being. Mushi, though, has the Aegis. Going to play it safe. Back away. There's the glimpse back. They've caught Mushi again. This time, he might have help, but it won't be an easy black hole. There's the swap out. 3-4-3 with the save. Mushi still alive and still has that second life to work with. As mid 1 just goes to work on the backlines. He's diving RR almost to the tier 4 towers and now turning Fernando. He can kill them all. Tims has to run. Mushi wants to chase. They keep on diving deeper and deeper. XctN getting completely eviscerated here. They'll break the Lincoln Sphere again. And now Tims could be the victim of an offensive 4-step if he's not cautious. Ohio dancing, and XctN without their 2 big team fighters forced to watch another lane burn. It might well be the Megas here at the rate we're headed. Tornado connecting once more, still the BKB, ready to go in mid 1. He can man up for this, has the cold snap ready, the range racks falls, continues the chase, XctN getting run over from an early late stage defeat into an even bigger spanking in the mid game. This has been all Fnatic, all the way, swap forward, look for the BKB, lets it go, just under Nando, and Fnatic cruise to a game 1 victory. A triple for mid 1 to round things out. 13-0-5 on the Invoker. This was flawless from Fnatic.
Yeah.
Except for Mushi occasionally getting picked off, but we won't speak of that any further.
I mean, they have a very, very solid strategy overall. Like today, just specifically for today, they've been doing this style where they're giving away the DP and a tide, and they're playing the split push game. Split push slash map control slash catching. And it's been working very well against both the opponents they've been playing against today.